and welcome to How to Cook Great Food. With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?
Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and right here, we're making some lamb or mutton. We're doing a really nice spicy dry Indian fry. It is really, really delicious. Now, a few stages with this one because we want to get our meat nice and tender. It's really worth it. Stick with me on this one. It really is delicious. Let's go and do it. Okay, let's get started on this one. So I've got my lamb or mutton in a bowl here, as you can see. Now I've got a little bit of fat on there and there's some bone in there, which is fine for me. You can use it really lean if you wanted. What we're going to do today is we're going to get some salt onto this meat now. Some black pepper. I'm using a kind of coarse cracked pepper. Plenty of that. Don't be shy with the pepper. Then I'm going to go in with a few powders. As always, the big four: chili, turmeric, coriander and cumin. Equal parts of, so a teaspoon each, roughly. Then I'm going to add a little bit of cooking oil. I'm using a sunflower oil here. Just a little bit in there to kind of get it moving. Simply, we're going to mix this around and then we're going to just set it aside. You can just pop it in the refrigerator for, if you can do it for an hour, that's great. Overnight, wonderful. And then we'll get on and make this absolutely lovely lamb. Okay, so here I am. I've got a kind of big wok here. You're going to need a lid at some point, so make sure you use something that's got that. I've got a touch more oil in there. I've got a little bit of mustard oil today for this part, but again, any oil is fine. We're going to now just add some whole garam masala, some dried red chili, and today I'm just going to be using some cumin seeds and coriander seeds. You could play around with that, of course, couldn't you? Add some other stuff. Now here's our meat that has been seasoned. What we want to do is just get a little bit of heat through our garam masala here. And then we're going to fry our lamb. A few stages with this one. We're going to fry it off, get it kind of nicely cooked. Then we're going to add some water to it so that it cooks nice and nice and tender. Then we're going to dry it back out again. So yeah, a few stages on this, but really worth it. Okay, they're doing their thing nicely. Let's go in with our lamb here. So on a kind of above medium heat, let's cook this for about 5 minutes, stirring pretty much all the time. And you can see I've got kind of quite hefty chunks there. So yeah, keep stirring it around. See you in about 5. Well, as you can see, this is looking wonderful. Well, at least I think so. Now, if we're just going to fry this lamb, it's not going to be nice and tender. Hence, I've told you there's a couple of processes to go through, which we're about to start now. I'm going to get some water in here. I'm going to get my heat up to absolute maximum. We're going to get a lid on this, and we're going to let that go for like 10 minutes. Okay, let's get this lid off. There's going to be a whole lot of steam here. Let me let it out that way for you. So that's coming together really nicely now. This really is an essential part of this, otherwise you're going to end up with really tough meat. You could be doing this in a pressure cooker, which would make the process a lot faster. Now we're going to continue cooking it on a high heat with the lid off, and we're going to reduce that down. We're going to cook it until that liquid reduces right down. So that might be about another 6 or so minutes. Now, as you can see, we've got a great reduction there. We've got some beautifully cooked lamb now, or mutton. So this process really worth it, guys. I mean, if you skip it, like I say, you're going to end up eating an old shoe. Now, here we go. We're now high heat. We're going to go in with some curry leaves, garlic ginger paste, which is a 50-50 mix of garlic and ginger, and sliced onions. And we're now going to go for about 4 minutes, high heat, stirring all the time now. And here we are at the very last stage. We're now going to go in with a little bit of fresh green chilli, chopped. I've got a medium-sized tomato that I've just sliced. Fresh coriander or cilantro. We're going to just stir this in. We don't really want to cook the tomatoes, I just like them in the mix there. Check this for salt now. I mean, we put salt in at the very beginning, but you might want to add a little bit more. For me, I'm happy. I'm fine with this. Off goes the heat. And there you go. You've got a really beautiful dry fried lamb. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you soon. Lots of love.
With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?